the rising knife guard. So I bought some new toys for the workshop. Because I'm tired of this whole like. Good morning, Freefall. How you doing? Welcome in. Just setting things up to make the first cuts of the day. We're looking at a little higher than this. This would be enough. So I bought the Rockler Quick Connect vacuum hose adapter. I bought a 50 foot long clear vacuum hose as well. And I bought like some bench cookies that I did not have for finishing and stuff, because we will be working on a lot of finishing for the other bed. So that's what I got for now. Yeah, those three things. I still don't have a better dust collector, but we'll be working on that. I have to change the batteries on this. Take a second. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just want to get rid of this piping that I put up here. I thought this was going to be a good idea, but I quickly realized that this hose coming down right there is a horrible idea, because anything that I have to cut that's wider than or longer than 33 inches or 36 will hit that tube, and I don't want anything to do with it. So I'm gonna take that out, take that off, and just run a hose here next to the floor and connect it to the table saw. And when I don't need to use the table saw, I can disconnect it, just pulling it out, and I can connect it to an adapter that I got for the planer, which I don't have a dust collector for, and the jointer as well does not have a dust collector, so I can just swap pieces and call it a day. Oh, I would actually have to buy the coupler for this though. I'm going to have to buy an extra coupler for this. Because it only brings one. Yeah, I have to do that. Forgot about that. I have an extra coupler for the smaller machines, which I only have one of them that uses dust collector, which is the planer. But I do need another 4-inch coupler for the jointer. From Rockler. And the fun thing about Rockler is that they don't ship everything to Puerto Rico for some reason. They cannot sell me certain things, apparently. And yes, it's the only thing that almost got me like frustrated with woodworking. I was like, yeah, I like this thing, I like that other thing, I wish I had this other tool, blah blah blah. And Rockler is like, no, we don't care. Forget you and your desire to be efficient. We won't sell you this. So, pretty sure it has something to do with like taxes or whatever. They don't want to mess with it, so I'm screwed. Anyway, let's get cutting. I mean, they will sell me some things, but not everything. Oh, not through their website. I have to buy it through Amazon. I can't even buy it through their own website. Okay, let's just move this stuff out of the way. Yeah, it's not up to us. We've had like people like asking to get like statehood, and we've had polls and like government official like census or whatnot of whether or not we want to be a state. That's been done over and over and over and over again. That's not the issue. Okay, let's see. Let's put this down. 12.5. Oh, God. Hopefully this goes smoothly. Make a pass of this piece. But yeah, that's not something that's up to us. Well, I guess that the U.S. also gets to benefit from it in some way. Okie dokie, let's go! Ah, shit! Put you back in! The thing is that we also have a lot of like social benefits. I'll explain in a second. It gets a lot better. For some reason, there's like a lot of resistance. I don't think it's the best. Might be just as good. After I'll risk like making a cleanup cut, I'll just probably sand whatever dark spots are on here right now. So, let's pass the other one as well at this size, and then we'll do final size afterwards. Oh, God. This damn this. So, let's try to want to know. We need the most arrows. Flip this over. This one actually looks pretty good. I have no complaints. So I think I'll remove from this side. Hello, how you doing? It's going good. We made our first set of the day, and I managed to fix the problem that I had with the cable saw. So we are looking good now. Slide into place. There we go. So hold it down to keep it aligned. Hey, that's the friction. It wants to dip down over here. So let's just make sure it's up against that. I'm floating on the floor. What? Perfect. A little bit there. Oh. Turn it off with my side. Looking good. looking pretty clean. I kind of jiggled it a little bit, but it's stuck straight still. So we're good. Now, we set it up to final thickness. Hello, bud. Oh, God. Hey, Penny. I don't know if this sounds better. Summit Forgery has followed. That was 11 hours ago. Thank you very much. Oh, there's so many particles in the air. I can see them. Oh, man. Oh, they're in my eyes. Great. Oh, it is hot. It is hot. Let me see the weather. supposedly it's like 84, but I mean, I'm soaking wet already. So that be lying. Ah. Oh. I got new emails in. These are the free ones. So we got the regular follow emails, which are here. The regular kitty cat. And then we have the sub one, so you can like call out and stuff during other people's streams. I do have a little animated GIF one. Uh, let's see what else. Been designed after my previous cat. Don't have any of the new cats. I have the black and white cat. I could probably switch one or two of them as the black and white cat. And we recently got a kitten. I'll probably bring him in later so you guys can see him. Floating kegs. Oh man. Did I cut both of them at 12 already? Let's see. Yeah, that's 12 inches. And I cut this one right now. That's 12 inches as well. Okay. We have to cut them down to length. A regular twin size mattress, which is what we're going to be basing our size to. Let's see, twin size mattress. 75 inches long. I'm guessing I could leave like a 1/4 inch in between the front and the back and on the sides as well. Would that be enough? 1/4 inch of space? Just like free space? Maybe. Give some room to kind of put your finger in between and pull on it. And also gives you a little bit of room to fit some like thick comforters or whatever in between the bed and the frame. Because the thing is that this bed frame is going to be taller than the bed, so acting kind of as a crib at first, and then when they switch to a box spring mattress combo or just a mattress, the sides can be cut down to a more manageable height and still be usable. So plus they want to eventually get this bed frame and prop it up and put like a cabinet with drawers on the bottom. So that will be a future project, hopefully. Let's see here. Let's see bed frame dimensions. And the twin size mattress measures 39 to 38 wide. A twin bed frame typically measures 44 to 45 inches wide, leaving approximately 3 inches of space on each side of the mattress. 3 inches? Why? That's a little excessive. 3 inches of space. I mean, my bed frame, my wife's grandmother moved out of her house, so we now have her king size bed, and it has way too much room on the sides of the mattress.
For me, it's like too much. I would prefer it to be a little more like fit or snug or whatever. Yeah, no, every other bed frame that I'm looking at has almost like full mattress size wide bed frame. It's not like too wide, too much wider than maybe an inch wider than the mattress. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna put maybe half an inch longer and half an inch wider, and just leave a quarter inch of space all the way around. Every picture that I'm looking at here has the bed either a little over the edge or just at the edge of the frame. So I'm not buying the whole 3 inches on both sides. Like, no, no, no. Let's see this picture here. Got 41 and a half by 79 and 3 1/4. Yeah, we'll just keep it the way that I planned it to be. Hey, Laughing Pain, how's it going? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello. Let's just. Oh, my stream is. The kilobytes are kind of off. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? We have to put on the crossfitting sled. Let's keep this off for now because it does muffle my voice a little bit. So these be some thick boys, some heavy pieces of wood. This bed frame will be solid. Okay, and let's grab our fence. Luckily, the next bed will not be this thick. It will be just an inch wide boards, not an inch and a half. These are like an inch and a half. Hello, how you doing? Okay, final thickness. I said that we're gonna do. Bed is 73, right? Let's see, hold on. Closed it. 75? Yeah, 75. We'll do 75 and a half. So let's grab our tape measurer back at the computer. So 75 and a half. Yep, we're good there. Make sure this did not move. We're good. We have a stop block here. Shoot. Exactly what I did not want to happen. Fortunately, it did not fall on anything. Remove this because we don't need it here right now. And this, let's just make sure it's kind of floating. This will just grab you first. Since you volunteered to fall on your face. If there are any dents, I'll show you guys how to remove those. Pretty simple to remove. Okay. Cut off this flat end first. Square it off. Remove the snipe, because there is some snipe here. So when we remove the snipe, we'll have 75 a quarter. We have more than enough. A half, 75 and a half, sorry. So we'll remove the snipe and continue with our merry lives. Mask on! Dust collector as well.
Almost there. Ah, I forgot to put one piece down to 12 inches as well. That's the footboard. The footboard needs to be thin, cut down to the size. I'll cut that down. I think I could put it up to this and just go with it, or I don't know. Yeah, I think I can. It's not risky. I'm just gonna rip it. Then to call it a day.
Hmm.
Oh, darn it. Oh, not great. Seems straight. So I'll have to cut these down to size on this lid. So there has been some liquid movement. I think I'm going to start this side and cut off whatever over the resin over here. Instead, looking at 38 inches, 38 and a half. See here. Forty-one and 13/16. Put on this side. Hey! Hey! Thank you. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Sorry if you didn't hear me. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the sub. Arigatou gozaimasu. 2 months, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know the emoji I'm missing. I'm missing a thanks. Let's do it. Oh my god. I have access to the emojis. Yes. Yes, we are finally doing like dimensional cuts already. It's just add a bit more sanding and then finish. I think I'm just gonna go with wax. I'm not entirely sure if that's the best finish for a baby crib, but it's the only thing I can think of. It's easy to apply, easy to reapply. What do you guys think? Should I go with poly instead? I don't have poly. I would have to buy it though. But this is the footboard. And let me just show you the headboard, how it's coming up. We left some natural edge on it, some live edge. I still have to add some epoxy to it, but this is the headboard. Headboard, as you can see, it is cool. Yeah, so I'm guessing maybe just wax, call it a day. If it gets kind of dull, I just have to go there with the paste wax and a few rags to buff it out, and it should be good. Sorry. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe wax and call it a day. So at least these 3 pieces are done. The headboard, I think I'm still gonna add some epoxy to this edge because there are some cracks there. I want to fill them up a little bit and then try and sand that down and have it nice, flat, and smooth. So I think we'll have to do that now. You can do that now, and I could start like adding wax to the other pieces or sanding off like any burn marks from the table saw, and yeah, call it a day there. Not really. It's just eucalyptus. The special local wood was maho, which is this like bluish gray dark color. It has some green hues and stuff. It's not like you guys can really see here. Let me see. I have to. There we go. Something around there. Look at the face. So it's a interesting like bluish purple-ish, like dark purple color. I don't know. Carnauba wax is that good tasting. Well, at least he'll get some fiber in his diet. This back up. I think that looks pretty good. I tell you, these headphones are killing me. I think that the first thing I'm gonna buy with my first paycheck from Twitch is the other isotunes, but they're like earbuds. I don't know if they stay in very well. Earbuds don't really stick to my ears. So, plus they give me really bad ear infections. I try to avoid using earbuds as much as possible. Which is why I bought these. I didn't buy the earbuds because of that. Let's turn off the vacuum. Let's switch into sanding mode. Riveting, but I have to do it. Let's just transition over to the cell phone. And we have our orbital sander here. This has a much more aggressive grit. Gonna switch that out. And we'll use the 220. No, this is 320. This is 220. Give this another 220 pass, very lightly, just to remove any marks, any tool marks, and I'll start applying wax on it. Get it out of here. Let's do one at a time. So let's move this another surface where it don't get dinged or banged into anything. I might use the vacuum. Don't want to, but this sawdust is pretty irritant, so I might have to put this on. Plus, I've been sanding without the vacuum, and it just gets everywhere. Everything's covered in this stuff. So this will not be a pleasant sound.
Hello, Shenanigans. How's it going? Hopefully all good. Aha! Oh, I knew this was probably going to happen, but I'm not really worried about it because this side will be covered. I could add a little bit of wood glue and what's it called? Sawdust. One of the joints that I made for this is poking through here. But the footboard does cover this up. Ah, great. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like it's something that's going to be visible. This edge still needs a little bit more sanding. There's still some tool marks. How about the other side? Still some tool marks here as well. The cell phone cam die? It did. Let me just check it out real quick. Did it die or is it just disconnected? Yeah, it's dead. Ah, that's okay. Move back to other cams. We have do that. Ah, I got 4 subscribers. Yay! I don't really know how sub points work, because for one, it would say, oh yeah, it doesn't matter if it took you 60 months to get 15, your sub points won't go down, from month to month. But all this time, I've only had 4 subscribers. Apparently, it doesn't count resubs. Oh. It probably counts new subscribers per se. So I don't know how this works, but let me just take this off.
Said, it's concurrent subs.
Concurrent subs. Okay. Because I've had Bubba subscribe to me a couple of times, and I don't think it actually summed them up. I think Bubba himself only subbed like 3 times. So I know Buck subbed the other day. Now Frank, I don't know. I don't know how this exactly works, but the thing is, we have some numbers there. Hey, of course, I have to round over these edges, or else that kid will split their face on this. I want to buy either an 1/8 inch or a 16th inch radius round over bit. Just pass it through. Still some tool marks here. I'll leave that there for after I round this over. I'll do the finishing sanding on the edges, just in case there's like any burn marks or anything like that. This one still needs some sanding. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually worth it sanding right now. I should probably buy the bit, come back, route that out, and then finish up with the sanding. So what I will do is work with the epoxy on the headboard, because it will need some epoxy. This can stay here, actually. I'll just leave this one here. We're going to work on top of the other bench. And I'll set the camera up for that in a second. Actually, I use something else. Let's use this piece of
plywood. It's a little longer, so it I want to prop up the headboard at an angle. For the resin pour, because if I pour it like this, it's just going to drip down. I don't want it to drip all over the face. That's been sanded and it looks nice and stuff. I want to avoid that as much as I can. If anything, I want to drip backwards to the back of the headboard where I can just sand it kind of rough and it won't really matter. I could put like something over here so it doesn't want to slip down with a clamp. Do that. Another piece of plywood. That way, if it has to slide, if it wants to slide over, it has to jump over the piece of plywood. Maybe I should get something that's taller. Yeah, this is too thin. This will do just fine. Oh no, these are the winding sticks. I don't want to use that. Use another 2x4 or 2x3, something like that. Okay, let's set the camera. Zoom in action. And we'll grab the epoxy out of the fridge. It's just so hot here that if I leave these out, the reaction is so fast, it doesn't give me time to really stir it up correctly. Just hilarious to me. We'll grab a little bit of water while it comes back up to working temperature. We have to wait until it reaches 70 degrees or so. Right now it's at 40 something. We'll drink some water in the meantime. Did bring a cup. It's right here, I believe. Yes, it is. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, nice and cold. I should definitely have like some alerts or something that lets me know if somebody redeems, like hydrate or something like that, because my redeems are not, they're not coming through for some reason. And that's not good.
I have the sound alerts on. Oh, why is it not focusing? Hello? Maybe I'm too close. Yeah, that's it. Too close. I got the sound alerts working, but the sound does not go through to the headphones. And I believe it's an OBS thing. OBS, whenever I activate OBS, some things don't come in. It like shuts out everything else, or at least I can't like monitor them. And I have them like on for monitoring, but if you don't pull through, you can't hear them. Okay, so I believe we will have enough time for the epoxy pour. Then we'll go into coffee break. Still at 50 something. So let's gotta help this out. These bottles are gonna smell so good after after a little while. Let's transfer some of our energy into these containers. So I was watching Veritasium some time ago, and he said something that was very interesting. He said that we don't actually feel temperature. We can't feel temperature per se. What we can feel is how fast there's the velocity or intensity in which energy is being transferred, which is interesting because, for instance, you could have a book and you could have a slab of aluminum, one next to each other, and you can point at it with a little heat thermometer temperature gun, and you can tell that both of them are the same temperature, they're room temperature. But if you touch aluminum and then you touch the book, you can feel that the aluminum feels colder. But it's not that it's colder, it's just that aluminum is very conductive. And when you touch aluminum, it's actually drawing off heat from your body. Since you're typically warmer than the ambient temperature, you're warmer than it is, so it transfers your heat towards the piece of aluminum faster than, let's say, if you were to touch a book, which is more insulative. So I thought it was interesting. I saw that some good while ago. Did not see the current videos. I haven't really seen too much of them lately. We're close to 70 degrees already. still at 67, 68. We're just a tad bit longer. Let's just let it come up to temp on its own. Put some of this stuff away. Let's move this bench out of the way as well. Dripped some epoxy on it already. Don't want to keep dropping any more. Actually, internal temperature says 50 something. 57. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for a bit. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Did this turn on? It's just disconnected because it's not going to charge because it's on, what's it called? USB debug mode, something like that. Let me just show you the hardware real fast. Let's see, where's that hardware? I think I brought it back here. I did not keep it at the front of the house. I think it's somewhere around here. And I think I already showed you guys what we're going to be using. Yep, it's right here. While we wait for that to come to temp, we have this thing right here. We will put these between today and tomorrow. After the stream, I'm going to buy the roundover bit real fast. I have a supplier that's pretty close to the house. So we have these L brackets with keyed holes, and we have the flat hardware that goes on either of the sides. It's more like this. And it has a locating pin hole here, which I put on a screw in between the plates and the bed, so we have, it won't like come off. So that's what we're going to use. This is what, like it's like 5 inches or 6. Let's see. Five inches, which is perfect because in any case that we do cut this down any lower, we might cut these down in the future to 6 inches high. I'll put this flush or almost flush to the bottom. I'll probably leave it maybe proud by or away from the edge by maybe half an inch. You can do that. That way when we cut it to 6 inches, we have a half inch separation. Oh man, my ears. I think I'll put the flat piece on the headboard. Or is it, I think it's the other way around. I would put the flat piece on the sides, the rails here. Then have the L brackets on the headboard. But for that, I have to kind of mock it up to give it like a dry fit first maybe clamp it into place so that when I put on the hardware, it's nice and snug and it's not too loose. Okay, let's check the temperature on the epoxy again. '65, 64 still. I think the exterior is acclimating to the interior resin and hardener. So we'll leave that there for a second. What we could do is have a coffee break. We could have a coffee break, and once we finish up the coffee break, we can jump into the epoxy. So I'll start setting things up for coffee break, and I will see you in a second. Hey guys, really quickly, just to show you the newest member of the family. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is Ashley. I think he's a male. He's so cute, tiny, and he's scared to shit. So I'm gonna take him back to the room. Yes, yes, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Oh, look, a bird, a dog, monkey. Yeah, so that's the new kitten. He's very cute. He's just scared shitless right now. And the other cat is cautious. He's like kind of nervous around him, but he doesn't like hate him like my other cat hated him when he came in. Look at all them cat emotes. I forgot to bring something to dose coffee in. Oh, we could just use the same container here. There we go. So I have another batch of Happy Mugs surprise coffees coming in. So this was the no, sorry, this I bought this one. I bought a 2 pound bag for me and one for my in-laws. And it was just like $22 for 2 pounds. So it's not that bad. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. And it's really good. It's really good. This is the Rwandan coffee. That is loud. And it throws shaft everywhere. It's quite a bit of chaff on this.
which I hear is not great for like pour overs and infusion brews because the chaff is pretty bitter. Okay, we're up to temp. Did I bring the paddle? Hold on. If not, then I can use a piece of wood. Not ideal. And we are good to go here. Just grab the cup real quick. Where's my cup? I have my cup here. Where is it? Ah, I see it. It'd be pouring already, but messed up on this part. Ouch. We'll add not another 100. We'll go maybe 70 more grams. Don't want to dilute it too much. And there we have it. Our coffee. Put this in our rubber pad. We're good. So how's it going with you guys? I had an eventful day yesterday, which is we did, I got most of the sanding done, most of the epoxy done. Hey, Kat. How you doing? Hello. Hi, hi. Just got here in time for coffee. Here we go. Kind of twisty there. How's it going? Oh, nice. I'm good. I'm good. We just finished up dimensioning the two sides of the crib that we're building. Right now, it's a very minimalistic crib. The thing is that it's pretty thick slabs of wood, so it's kind of difficult to move around and heavy. Um, and I'm weak, so there's that as well. We still have to dimension the headboard. We have the footboard. I think it's almost done as well. I did cut it down to size. Yes, I did. I did cut it down to size. So with the footboard and the rails, I want to do a little roundover on the top edges. Busy bee. A little bit, yeah. So I want to get this done by today so that tomorrow we can bring in the wood for the other crib that we're building. That one's a bit more complicated. I can show you guys that crib in a second. That's a more complicated build. A lot of little pieces. There's a couple of drawers and such. Oh, what else? There's an actual chest of drawers. Um, yeah, it's going to be a more intense build, and I have to do it in less than a month, which is going to be interesting. So tomorrow, I want to try and get all the wood that we're going to use in here. Yeah. This other crib slash bed is also a twin size construction, and it's going to have a whole bunch of, it's more traditional crib. It's going to have some the cage of the crib, the ribs and the bars and all that stuff. It's going to have all of that. Plus, it's going to have like a spring boards on the bottom as well. So I have to do all of that. I'm not going to do anything fancy with the springboards. I'm not going to do like a curved springboard thing. I'm just going to do sticks that will go into it, onto like, yeah. There's a lot of wood to be cut, so I'm really, really looking forward to starting that. But I am also terrified because there's a lot of wood to be cut, and I don't have all the time in the world. So there's that. I'll probably have to buy some hardware, like some special screws or something. Well, that's one of us. Thank you very much. uh, One of us believes in me, at least. But yeah, there's a lot of work, and it's kind of stressing me out, but I believe I can get it done. I just have to focus. Coffee breaks will probably have to be a little short. We could do cold brews. That's another thing we could do. We could do some cold brew, and we can do a cold brew tomorrow. Haven't done a cold brew on stream yet, so we could do that and just enjoy a little cold brew, which is faster to enjoy because I just pour it, swirl it a little bit, and just go, I guess. Um, let's see what's the emotes. Release the Kraken. Yes, I must release the beast. Yep, that's good. So what have you been up to, Kat? Oh man. I can't stop. Well, hopefully it's not a sarcastic comment, but hope that is actually a good thing. Yeah, it could be pretty mesmerizing. Nice. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I think it's relaxing. Maybe it's like watching the swa fountain. Yeah. Are you like turning epoxy or are you turning wood? What are you working on? Like you turning like resin pours, epoxy and wood. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why I asked whether it was like the epoxy resin. I was watching Boyd last night. Yeah. I was watching Boyd last night and he was turning some pen blanks. Was it Boyd? No, sorry, it was Way Cool. Way Cool Wood was turning some pen blanks. I think it was not yesterday, the day before. One of the two. Anyway, it was this week. And he had like long, lofty fountains of resin and wood. Looked very nice. Ah, you were there. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know you were there. Yeah. Well, we actually have to work with resin today. Let me see if what's the temperature on this? Because we could, yeah, they're almost at working temperature. We're at 69 degrees right now. I want it to be at 70, which is per instructions. Plus, the good thing about getting them up to 70 degrees is that when I start mixing it, I actually get the 7 minute mix time without it reaching 90 degrees, which is good. Nice, nice. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Um, I want to get like a mini lathe as well. I want to see if I can maybe turn some pen blanks as well, or maybe make custom tamper handles. That could also be that could also be like a other source of income. You won't regret it, I promise. Okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I just need 500 bucks. Oh man. Yep, it's almost like 500 bucks here. There's one at the store near me and it's like 500 bucks. Yeah, and if I'm gonna order it online, shipping is like maybe 100, $200. Yeah. I mean, I could get a smaller one, but yeah. Yeah, the thing is that since I live on Puerto Rico on the island, I have to bring it over if I order it online and it's extra. If I buy it here, all they have is like super industrial stuff and it's like super expensive, or it's like very crappy disposable tools. So yeah, that's another thing here. I have to find room for it as well. Um, I'm actually thinking of moving the drill press that I have right here to the back where the roll of laminate is right now. So I have like more walking space around the table saw because right now I have to like squeeze in between the fence of the table saw, the cross cutting sled, and a toolbox that I have here and the drill press. And that's not quality of life, I guess. Okay, okay. Yeah, so maybe a bigger lathe is going to be, I mean, unless you're like, what would you turn on a bigger lathe? Maybe, yeah, yes, yes. Um, I mean, if you're going to get a bigger lathe, how much bigger would it be? And what would you actually do on it? Because maybe what you need is headroom to make maybe bowls or something. But lengthwise, I think with a 12-inch one, you could probably do almost anything. Would I use a lathe that's any bigger than 12 inches? Yeah, unless you're making like chair legs, or if you're making like bed posts or something like that, I don't think you need anything super big. So even chair legs, you could get away with maybe a 24-inch wide, something like that. I think that would be more than enough for like cylindrical, delicate legs. Okay, 4 centimeters, that's like 400 millimeters, right? Or is that 40 centimeters? 40 millimeters. Yeah, 400 millimeters. Okay. Okay, my stream is like spazzing out here. That's okay. So 400 millimeters, that's like 12 inches. I don't think it's that much, but okay. Let's see. I have a tape measure with imperial and metric. Where is that actually? I know I have it around here nearby. Here we go. Yeah, it's almost 16 inches. Yeah, 400 millimeters is approximately 16 inches, like 15 and 3/4. It's okay. Okay, so I can do 300 millimeters. Yeah, it's like 12 inches maximum. So you can make pieces that are 12 inches long, approximately. It's a little less than 12 inches. It's 11 and 3/4. So that would get you a pretty good amount. Yeah, of course, of course. And the distance between the center and the bed, how much is it? Is it, if it's anything like 8 inches, like an 8-inch radius? Okay, nice. Sorry. Um, is it anywhere around 200 millimeters or 20 centimeters? It's about diameter or radius. So you're looking at 7 centimeters. So you can only do like a 6-inch round, or sorry, 15 centimeter round pieces, or how does this work? I know, I know. Sorry. I'm learning. I live in an imperial society. Okay. Also, it's actually 3-inch diameter maximum. But that's the maximum the lathe can hold, or is that what you're working on? Maximum. Wow. Okay, well, that's tiny. That's teeny tiny. Yeah, you might want maybe something that can maybe turn a 12-inch bowl. So, Okay. Hey, hello. How you doing? So, if anything, okay, if anything, I would say that if you're gonna get another lathe, I would maybe tell you get a taller one, like maybe a 200, uh, a 20 centimeter radius, 400 centimeter, 40 centimeter, 40 centimeter maximum diameter, or that, yeah. Um, actually, can't you? I think that there are lathes that you can remove the head, turn it around, and put it back into the bed. I think that there are lathes that you can actually either move the head from one side and put it on the other, or you could take the whole thing off and flip it around. Okay, okay. Well, maybe one of those. That way you don't have to maybe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You need either to bolt it down to the floor somewhere or put extra weight. Don't say that. Anyway, coffee break is over. We can still chat, of course. This is just a little break, but we have to add some epoxy to our project. Let's see here. We'll hire and we'll move this a little more. Okay, I believe we are up to temp. Let's just dry this up. I don't want to introduce like water into my epoxy. Ah, it's cold. She had to put these in the fridge because it's too hot here in Puerto Rico. We're actually past a little bit. So let's start adding some part A. We hit that perfectly to the line there. I wish I had some. I wish I had like some of those like pumps. Yeah, I have to put in the fridge because the temperatures here are too hot. So yeah, I'm doing that to fill in some cracks on the headboard. Um, I should probably grab the timer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have pigments, so this is just going to be a clear epoxy this time around. Yeah. And I see Boyd like vigorously shaking epoxy. I'm like, oh, hold them bubbles. But he has a vacuum thingamabob, so he can pop all those bubbles right out. Pull them right out of the mixture. But I ain't got no fancy stuff. Yeah. But imagine I'm trying to I'm trying to control the heat here, and then well, I really don't know if I want to experiment with like water. Well, watercolor is not water. It's watercolor pigments. Paint. Yeah, right now, it's not that horribly hot. It it's like 85 right now. I wish we had more rain. That way it would maybe cool off a bit more. Because the reason why it's so hot right now is that there's so much humidity in the air. Yeah. Charge free. Well, the thing is that at least in my area, there's not like a lot of rain. We probably get rain like I would say once a month. Doesn't really rain all that much here, at least at certain times of the year. So it gets hot because it's not raining much, and that humidity gets like trapped. There's a lot of Sahara dust as well. We have like a large Sahara dust plume that just runs over the island, and it might produce rain in some areas, but not in my area. And it's not like a sandstorm. It's just that there's dust, more particulate in the air. It's due to the Sahara Desert. There's an airstream that comes in from Africa, and it just crosses straight towards us. It's like it does a beeline towards Puerto Rico. There's like a heat wave and UV warnings. It's starting to be a really interesting summer. For us, it's basically summer already. It's pretty hot. And I'm not looking forward to July. Although I believe that the worst days in the past like couple of years were like in October when it's supposed to be colder. It was pretty bad here. We didn't see like a temperature change like up until November. November is when we started to see like the temperature drop, because basically we have hurricane season starting now in June all the way up to October. So the climate is just kind of prepped for that, primed for just horrible weather. For most of the year. Let's see if we can get some of these bubbles to pop. Okay, we're reaching 90 degrees. Supposed to let it rest for a little bit, but I did not catch the 70 degree in time. It's a little hotter. Well, no. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius, I believe it's like 31, 31, 32 degrees Celsius. So yeah, we're at pouring temperature already. It says to pour it at the 90 degree mark. Let me see if I can kind of coax it with the stick where I want it and not drip down too far. Remember not to block every single inch of the hole so it has like some escape route for the air. Well, it seems like I'm gonna have to slather this on here. Apparently these cracks are a little deeper than what I wanted them to be, or I was expecting them to be. That's okay, I have enough resin here. Get back in there. Yeah, you probably see like a little crack, but you really don't know how deep it goes. This one here in particular is pretty hungry. From the drips, you mean, or did you actually pour it?